All right, it's Rein and David back on the trail for another rainy day adventure.
Woo! We're back at it.
We're in the Wichita Mountains in Oklahoma.
Yep, Wichita is in Oklahoma. We're doing Elk Mountain, which in Oklahoma mountain doesn't mean much. It's not the same, but it will be a little bit of rocky and uphill climbing today.
And look at all these wildflowers just here at the trailhead.
Look at that.
Pretty amazing. So many different colors.
Is that, I think that one's the Indian paintbrush.
Yep.
Fact checked me. But it's beautiful.
Let's get this climb started.
Let's get hiking.
Look at that cool little waterfall. Sometimes you lose sight of the trail itself. You kind of have to figure things out on your own.
Like that's the kind of trail
Yeah.
we were on a second ago. But it's bouldery, so sometimes you just choose the best path.
This definitely has much more boulder action than we had the first time we hiked this area. Because there it was mainly like dirt and gravel.
Yeah.
And then I remember when we had our lizard encounter. That was so much fun. And then, do you remember there was another hiker who told us that he'd seen a whole bunch of rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
So I guess we kind of need to keep an eye out for those critters.
It's true. We're in their territory.
Just like you and that growling old ram.
Exactly. Gotta stay out of their way.
This really is beautiful country. Oh look, we've got a lizard friend.
We do? Oh my goodness.
Hello there, Mr. Lizard. Oh, there he goes.
Oh my God, how fun.
This is the first time I'm wearing my Columbia boots. I bought them before the pandemic.
Because you're always in your teens.
The one time I used these Columbias was when we had a freeze in Houston, and I had to get out to the driveway to start breaking up the ice once the storm passed.
Yeah.
And so I walked the ice with these boots. This is the first time they're actually walking on a more no, on a drier terrain. Yeah, we're taking a chance here hiking in shorts. It's a first for me. I usually wear long hiking pants, but since it's about 85 degrees, I decided to put comfort over the possible risk of poison ivy or some thistles.
Hopefully they don't need too much walking paper.
So far, everything seems to be smooth and non-toxic, which is good.
Go that way. Let me pull up.
Oh my God, Rein, so many
Let me
options.
pull up my map so I'm not leading us somewhere crazy.
Hey, one thing we want to point out is that there's no cell service here. In fact, we lost cell service as soon as we got within, what, 3 miles of the place? Yeah. So you really do need to, I guess, what's the best thing, to screenshot your trails ahead of time?
Screenshot the trail map, and then I'm gonna get on Google Maps right now because usually I can still look at the map, like for where I'm kind of located, and zoom in.
And Rein also had a really good recommendation for conserving power with your phone, is to put it in airplane mode. So we both did that as soon as we left the car.
Yep. It's the best thing you can do to get your phone battery to not keep, or your phone service to not keep checking constantly.
Yep. And
running your battery down. We also have battery packs though. So my phone's already plugged into the battery.
We believe in the big P word, preparedness. We're ready for anything.
Be prepared.
We have water, first aid kits,
yeah.
and we have ample battery power. So I think we're in good shape.
We should be good.
And I was concerned because it was really overcast as we got closer to the trail, but the sun is really doing its best to break through. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, I think the clouds, they kind of minimize the heat.
Yeah.
And as long as they're not producing rain, I'm literally a happy hiker.
We're happy campers.
Yep. So we've moved off of the boulder terrain and now it's more just sort of like a lot of vegetation and sand.
Any more purple?
So I don't know if the audio is being picked up by the camera, but I'm hearing this constant rumble of sort of a combination of thunder and explosions. Do you have any idea what that might be?
There's a military testing facility on the other side of the main road that we came in at. And so the planes, I think right now we're hearing a plane.
Yeah, I hear a jet, like almost a fighter jet.
And then we keep randomly hearing like big bursts. And they might just be testing some explosives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, casual.
As long as they stay on target and don't, bomb us.
We should be fine.
Okay.
It's controlled chaos.
And at least we'll die with a smile on our faces.
We'll be having a great time. So
I have this real obsession with dead trees, and I call them my spooky trees. And lo and behold, we have a good example of one.
Someday it'll be a true spooky tree with no greenery left.
There's still a lot of life in this thing. It almost looks like it was split by lightning.
Yeah.
Okay, we are in full rainy day chaos mode. We've just walked in a great big circle, and
it's a tiny circle.
Okay, tiny circle, not even a half mile probably. And Rein is having a hard time.
I can't find the trailhead.
Yeah. So much for the plug for Google Mapping, because
maybe we just took a wrong turn immediately.
Oh, that's got to be it. Yeah, of course.
But it's telling us to go to the same spot.
All right, we'll give this another shot, folks. So this is, what trail is this again?
It's supposed to be Elk Mountain Trail.
Okay, so this is
also called Sunset Trail because it used to be called Sunset Pool or something. And so when you turn in, it says Sunset Trail. It doesn't say Elk Mountain
So
Trail.
we're hiking a trail with an identity crisis. And
this is where we started before.
It is. In fact, I'm having a major deja vu. I remember shooting us crossing this bridge.
We've been here before.
Yeah.
Look how pretty.
So,
look at mountains.
This is now Rainy Day Adventures.
Let me distract you with nature. Look over here.
Elk Mountain Trail, take 2.
I think we're going up to that boulder, big boulder right there. I think that's where we're going.
I think you mean this low one, because if you're talking about up there, I'm never going to make that.
Yes, you will. It'll be fine.
I'm very comfortable admitting my limitations.
I have no limitations, which is not true, but that's my own delusion.
Well, and let's take a moment for this PSA. Hold on, we need a PSA here. Rock climbing, boulder hopping can be dangerous, so please be careful.
I'll do my best. I'm breathing so hard. We're just headed this direction. This is very official.
She sounds very sure of herself this time.
Hiking this way.
Okay.
Bouldering included.
So we're back on much more bouldery terrain. All right, so it just goes to show you, it is possible to take a wrong turn or two. And there's no harm in getting right back on the path you're supposed to be on. I see it.
Oklahoma. This looks too cool for Oklahoma.
I was gonna say it's like being on another planet. Not that I know from experience.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there was that time I was abducted by aliens.
See, that's the story we need to tell.
When my body ended up being mysteriously bruised, my torso. And you were the first one who said, David, that's obvious. You were sucked up onto the mothership.
You were abducted by aliens and probed a little bit.
Okay, I'm trying to keep this G-rated. Let's keep the probes out of this.
The aliens like their probes.
This is beautiful. I really love this mix of deserty vegetation and then more of the floral stuff. Look at that.
They're right near water, but they're still thriving.
It's amazing. I will say this is the first time I've hiked with you where it's been a bit perplexing trying to stay on a trail because it's not clear cut and there's no signage.
Yeah, I know. Well, because I like with the rocks, you can go off trail without it being obvious. Everything looks the same.
Yeah.
And then you get like tiny things like this, but that's really just from the water running.
All right, so we've been kind of in an unusual situation. We've tried so hard to stay on trail and it's just not working out. And that's okay. I mean, I'm having a good time, you're having a good time.
Well, we're not doing anything stupid.
No.
We're not like doing anything dangerous. But when the trails are all basically on top of boulders, you can't really see where they are. And so I'm kind of just following my Google Maps near the trail. So we're kind of following it. And we also can still see the parking lot. So
Yeah.
We're not like lost, but we do not know if we're on the trail or not. So we're just adventuring.
It's a wonderful time. We're in the outdoors. It's not pouring. There's no lightning, not to jinx anything. So as far as I'm concerned, we're winning.
We're doing fine. We're having a great time.
Monumental moment. What's the announcement?
We found the trail.
We have the trail. The trail has been spotted.
So just trust your map, not your gut.
Well, and let me tell you something about Rein Barlow. Rein is a woman of great perseverance. She would not give up. She must have tried 30 times to...
We went in a little circle for a minute while I was trying to figure out how close I was. But we did it. And David's patient with me, so
yes.
That's nice.
Yeah, this is looking much more trail-like to me.
Yes.
I like these natural stairs. Okay, so I have a rainy day adventure question for you, Rein Barlow. That is, when you're on these relatively small local hikes, how does it compare to your famous Grand Canyon hike, which was just so colossally challenging? I mean, are these still of benefit to you and bring you the same level of joy?
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, it's never been about like truly the destination, but finding the really cool places in nature and in the world that you can just go explore is just as fun to me as like the big room-to-room Grand Canyon hike, or going somewhere like Zion would obviously be amazing and cool. But I think this is amazing and cool too. And I feel like finding things near you and finding the beauty that's literally in your backyard can be more exciting sometimes.
I mean, I'm enjoying this, but I don't have a Grand Canyon hike to compare to. In fact, for me, like working my way up to the Grand Canyon, that could easily be a goal, and probably is a goal of mine.
I agree. I think that like I'm just somebody that's gonna try to do the hardest thing first, just because. But there's no reason not to just have your goals be to get outside where you are and find cool places to explore and climb.
This is beautiful. Look at this view. Wow.
We're getting higher.
Not quite sure what our elevation gain has been at this point, but There's a tiny little car. It's not really tiny, it's tiny to us. Like a matchbox sized car moving down the road in the valley.
Yeah.
This is just beautiful. So to me, this is the payoff. You know, you work hard, climbing, sweating, you're guzzling water, you're grabbing some protein bars, and the payoff is when you get, well, we're not quite at the summit, but close to the summit, and you get views like this that are just breathtaking.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
All right, shall we press on?
Let's press on. I have to find the trail again.
I believe we've made it to the summit.
We made it. It's really pretty up here.
This view is just breathtaking.